Hey, hey, welcome to American Truck Simulator. I'm trusting that we're live. We're going to find out in just a second. But first things first, I'm going to go ahead and set up a couple of things at this side of the desk, so to speak. So, it's done that. Hope everyone's well. I'm going to be using my realistic profile today. In fact, that's actually my Freightliner FLB. We're looking on the screen there. Let's do a couple of things here. I guess we'll include that. Let's do that. Okay, no camera tonight for me because, I don't want to do a camera right now. I'm actually having performance issues using a camera on my machine, so that's the reason there. Go ahead and do this. Apparently I should be live, but we'll see. Yes, and it looks like I'm watching myself. Well, that's always good. Right. Now, I have no guarantee that the chat's going to work, so OBS chat engine does not always seem to be the most responsive. But we'll see. Alright, let's go ahead and mute myself here. So I think Daniel just said good night. I've just started, Daniel, but unless of course you mean that you're going to bed, in which case good night, sir. Let's do that. Why is this not working as I wanted it to? I'm trying to split screen my tablet here so I can watch YouTube at the same time. We'll see if it lets me. It does. Kind of. Alright, that works for me. Okay, so the point of tonight's session is because we can. So let's go ahead and see what we were doing with this truck. What's under the hood? It looks like a Detroit Diesel Series 60, probably an 11 litre. Not got much money, and oh, that's interesting. I wonder what happened. I guess I ran into something, which is not really like me. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get this, if not fixed, at least looking at what's up with it to see what I did with it. Because I don't really know what happened. I don't remember what happened. It's probably more accurate. So, go ahead and go down here. We'll jump into the machine. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on.
Let's do this.
Is it not wanting to start? That's electrics on. Okay, that's better. That was weird. It's like it didn't want to start. Maybe I damaged it. That would seem legit. Alright. I don't think this is Series 60 because I used the Freightliner Cascadia sound for the Detroit Diesel 60s. I think I did. So what this is then? It might be a Caterpillar, maybe. I really don't remember. So I guess we'll find out. Alright, well, good night, Daniel. Sorry that I didn't catch you earlier. But this was, yeah, you know what? It's Monday. It's felt like a Monday, so we'll do something a little different. Oh, this thing is so tiny. I wonder if I want to add my own physics mod because it seems a little stable. Maybe I should explain. I've got still working on it, but my own physics mod. I've been playing around with a few settings just to see what it's like and how to tweak and just change things, and it makes a 4x2, especially cab over, to be a real handful on a bumpy road. Okay, I'm going to turn that here, like so. So 21% damage. I must have hit something. I'm sure I saw a bunch of warning lights come on there as well, but I guess not. What did I put in the hood of this wee beastie? Gotta... Wait, it's a Kenworth, not an FLB, you numpty. It's not the first time I've done that. It's like not like it's got a big Kenworth sign all over the steering wheel. I'm disgusted with myself right now. So the point of the realistic profile is I started the game and I was able to afford a truck. So I bought one and gave it to a driver and continued to do quick jobs. And then the K100E, but not the FLB, I'm speeding, is a very well priced truck. So I ended up, I think, buying 3 because I can give them to my drivers and they can earn some money. Because in the early part of the game, it can be difficult to keep your truck going if you want to change engine all the time, which I absolutely do. But I may wish to just repair this and see what I've got going on under the hood. Can't believe it's the second time got the wrong truck. Supposed to stop here, and we will actually stop. Little Rose Motel. Yeah, feels like my transmission's balked as well. Maybe not completely balked, maybe like just a half balk. How do you define a half balk versus a full balk? Well, it still kind of works. Alright, it's around the corner here. It's kind of like a fire truck red. I don't know what the official colour for this one is. It doesn't really matter. Look at the size of those fuel tanks. And things that you can say about your truck but not about your girl, right? Or your guy. I mean, if someone described me as having a massive fuel tank, I'd be like, yeah, you're not wrong. Right. What have we got here? So I think I want to just fix this if I can afford it. And I can. Oh, insurance. Yeah, I love insurance. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and do that. That's made the truck much more viable to drive. And let's look at what we're running here. What have we got? Oh, okay. It was a Detroit Diesel Series 60. I think I want to fix that. I'll make a note and I'll fix the engine. I want to use the Freightliner sound, I think, rather than the standard Kenworth sound effects. So we can fix that. An Eaton Road Ranger with a 355 final drive. Quite a sensible transmission for this engine. It means at 55 is about 1200 revs, which is pretty much where this engine, where the engine produces peak torque. So it's quite a fairly usable set of gears. That sometimes you can always use more, but this is fine. Do we want to go economy? We want to go smaller engine or chunky big engine? Well, I don't think I can afford a bigger engine. No, so I couldn't afford this. I could afford the ISX EGR double overhead cam 450 fleet. And that's quite a reasonable engine. But I've got the... Oh, my gearing's about right, actually. So what's 15-litre trucking, maybe? Could pull some decent loads with this, a lot better than with the current engine, I suppose. Is there a better option, though? Let's see. So that is not... Well, that might be a better option, because this particular C13 is more like 420 maximum power, a little lower down than the Governor. It's an odd little engine, that. PACCAR, maybe. I'll get good economy from one. 12-litre DD60. Vocational spec 15-litre ISX. I could just go cute and use a 350 big cam or a 6V92. That's a revvy little engine. It's not me, doesn't get me particularly good mileage. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that. Now that's an interesting engine. 425 horsepower and 1650 foot-pounds. Look at the difference here. I mean, well, that's a mistake. Okay, but you wouldn't choose this unless you really wanted to save a bit of money on the fuel. You would go with this particular engine. That's a bargain. I think I want to get me one of those. Have anything else that might be suitable? No, I think that's the sweet spot. All that talk, not as much power, but more than we have right now, and that's always handy. So I think we'll go with that one. It's going to record what we're doing in my database because hey, database. Okay, so it's an ISX. It's the 425. 1650 foot-pounds of torque. That's a very healthy sounding number. I don't think I'm gonna have any complaints with that. I should better pull a lot. And I don't think I need to change the gearbox either. I think that's quite a sensible overall gear ratio for this engine. I could go a little taller and save a little bit of fuel. I'm snoozing but still watching. I can go a little taller on the gearbox, so I could choose a slightly smaller number, like a 342, and that would give me a slightly fewer engine speed while cruising, but I don't think it's worth it. Not for the money I'm going to have to spend on the transmission, so I'll just keep it as it is, and I can still afford this. I don't think I want to change anything here. No, because anything I change is going to cost me money, and I don't have the money, so okay, let's spend that money. I think what I also want to do is go and check the mods I'm using. Because if I want to keep it realistic, I've got some ZMod sounds I can add, and they will sound great. Oh, hello. So I'm going to use this one for one. We want to use this. It's going to go a little lower. Oh, I am using Red Thunder Physics, okay. A rattle one as well, we'll put that here. Yep, we want the wind tire and trailer. I may have to just check the order these need to go in. I want the Kenworth because we're in a Kenworth today. That's that. I don't think there's anything else I really need. I do have more ZMods mods. If you didn't know, I've done some torque curves for Z, but I bought all of them before doing some work for Z. So I really enjoy how immersive they sound. Right, I think that's what I want to be. Let's jump off the game right now. It's causing my fans to spin up, but I just want to check the order of the mods, because there's a certain order that you really want these to be in. I can find what I'm looking for. I don't know whether I can or not. Let's see, do I have the order? Nope, I don't think I do. Okay, I may just have to wing it and hope for the best. I know I've got the order document somewhere, but it's whether I can find it in the next couple of minutes. I may not be able to. Aha. Okay, that's what I was looking for. That aha means I found it. So let's go back here. I want to go on and look at the game again for just a second. So master reverb at the top. Wind, tire and trailer is next, so that's got to move this up in priority. Weather effects is next. I don't have the weather effects showing here, or do I? No. That's disappointing. Okay. I might come back and add that. Interior noise, sound and engine packs, interior and effects packs this. So, okay, so there should be, go ahead and confirm that, a weather. I wonder why I haven't added that so far. Interesting. Alright, let's go here. I know I downloaded it, but it's whether I can find it or not. I found one, but that's an old file. Let's try this again. How strange. So, I suspect... Alright, so you can't see what I'm doing off the game, but I'm just looking at through my mod collection here, and I've got the mods I've downloaded. I do have a weather effect mod. I just don't know whether it's going to be compatible with it, but we'll try it. So you copy your mods to your mod folder. So this is one I've added, and then this needs to go underneath wind, tire, and trailer. But road mod, huh? So it goes master reverb, graphics, mirror, wind, tire, and trailer, which we've got. Weather effects, which we've got. But why have I got wind, road and wind noise here again? And then interior and effects packs. So interior and effects packs. Maybe you don't need this. Tell you what, we'll put this one lower, and then we got everything else. So I don't think I need the Red Thunder engine pack. That's what I use for my testing engines. So I don't think I need that, but I'll keep it in all the same. I don't want to upset anything. All right, I think that's what I want. So let's go ahead and jump back in the game. Let that do its thing. Always takes a moment or two. A long moment. Yep, got a mountain. We're still waiting. Right, that's better. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and look for somewhere to drive. So there's two ways to pick up a cargo in the game. You can either use the freight market here, or the external contracts, or you can visit a site and try and grab something that way. If you visit a site, you can often customize the load. So I'm going to go to this chemical plant over here. It's 20 miles away. A lot of it's through the city. We'll get the chance to just see how well the ISX runs, and I might even get some fuel. What's my fuel state at? I'll just find out in a second. Have a sip of tea. What time is it, first of all? 4 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon. It's Tuesday, isn't it? Why is it not running? Oh, I wonder if I've done something weird with my controls. It doesn't start unless I use the accelerator pedal, which is not really what we want. Let's go to here, check my controls. Start, stop, engine. Oh, I really want this. Okay. All right. Do I have automatic engine start on or something? Is that another option I've chosen? Let's take a look. I think we'll ramp this up a little bit. A bit. I'd like some rain today. Rain sensor, automatic retarder. Makes me think of where I used to work. Okay, I did have that on. I can turn that off. That's fine. Basically, I like to be able to just turn the electrics on and reset the trip computer or something similar. Start, stop, engine electricity. I think we can go here. I guess we'll find out. Let's jump back in here. So turn the engine off. Push it once. Turns on the electrics. Push it again. It doesn't start. What have I done here? Oh boy. Maybe I'm supposed to do that after all. So look, I've been playing this game for a few years now. Right, try that again, shall we? Electric's on, engine start. Okay, good. Right, I say that this looks a bit like it's going to rain, so I'm going to go ahead and turn my headlights on. It's getting a little gloomy out here. Okay. Excuse me. What's my fuel at? Half a tank. I'm not sure how big the tank is on this. I think it's 180 gallons. So that's 90 gallons. And let's say we get 6 miles per gallon. So we're looking at 540 miles theoretical range. And that seems to be plenty. Now if it's a smaller tank, I guess we'll have less range. I've got to be level 25 before I can add a trip computer to this machine. So we're just going to have to, well, not hope for the best, but I guess we'll find out. 3 hours before I take a break, which is 7 o'clock, or no, yeah, 3 hours. Okay. Oh, little fast, David. Little fast. Okay, there we go. Chug along here. I'm using my gearbox in automated mode this evening because right now I'm feeling lazy or efficient, depending on your point of view. The guy who programmed the shift points in this transmission spent many miles playing around with them, and he's more consistent than I am. Well, kind of. Typical. The light turned to red. I could jump the light, but I don't want to get a ticket. I can't afford it. In fact, can I even afford buy fuel right now? 2,000. Okay. Yeah, I can afford to buy fuel. That's fine by me. Ooh, I've got statistics in my OBS Studio app. I must have turned that on. Well, I say by mistake. I've got no drop frames. That's good. It's only using 250 megabytes. Wow, that's That's impressive. And barely any CPU time. Okay. I used to use NVIDIA Shadowplay, and I may still use it in the future, but OBS, it's a bit more complicated to get the thing set up. But it seems to be a lot kinder on the resources that I've got. Oops, I definitely ran that light. Okay, I didn't get a ticket. I got away with it. I was not paying attention to what I was doing. Always pay attention when you're driving. Okay. Brief stretch of it looks like highway I'm coming up to. No left turn here, David. Come on, get it right. Now we turn left. And here we have a red light on the filter, so don't run through it again, David, because you will get a ticket. This guy, so well, I was going to say happy, but look at his face. I don't know if he's happy or if he's just grimacing. Looks like a pepperoni with a white hat. Say no more about that. Come on, light. I ain't got all day, governor. He's having a laugh with me, innit? Here, tomorrow's Tuesday, innit? Come on. Thank you. Alright, so this engine feels a lot peppier than the last, and as well it should. It's almost 100 horsepower more, 300 foot-pounds of torque. So my plan here is we're going to haul something fairly chunky that will get me lots of money. That might just be a chemical trailer. I don't actually know if I can take all the chemicals. I think I can use the right-hand lane here. There's no one around me, so don't use a blinker. They're entirely optional. Just pretend I'm in a BMW. Alright, and then the light's gone to red because of course. So let's go ahead and use my engine brake here. If it were raining, we could get a bit of rear wheel lock with this engine brake, I suspect, because a 50-litre engine's got a better engine brake than a smaller engine. There's more of it to use as a brake. I don't think I'll be out dragging this guy. Maybe. I doubt it. Or the SUV behind it that looks like a Ford Exploder. Or is it a Jeep? Oh gosh. It's a Ford, I think. Okay. Well, it's not a Jeep because the transmission didn't fail. Right, let's tap up to 45, and is this a chemical plant? It looks like a pair of boobies in the distance. Maybe I've watched Naked Gun too many times, but that looks like a nuclear reactor and they look like boobies. I'm sure they're not. Well, am I? This is a big chemical plant. I hope this trip was worth it. There's no one here to greet me, so but the gate's open, so I guess they're okay with me coming in. Go ahead and turn the four ways on just in case I see someone that somehow doesn't see me. I don't think it's going to be an issue right now, but down here, around to the right. Yellow trucks. Bump. Bump. Oh, big chunky bunk. Awkward. Alright. I braked too firmly then. And then of course I think my rear wheel was just bouncing off one and it caused me to roll back. It's not good for the transmission, not good for the gearbox, and not good to make me look like I know what I'm doing. I do not remember coming here before. But I guess I did. Maybe? No, wrong way. I gotta go this way. I lost. Okay, so this chemical plant is enormous. And there goes my first yawn. So it did take me 40 minutes to get here. There we go. Hey up lad, long bloody last. Here you go. It's my attempt at a Yorkshire accent. I used to live in Yorkshire for 20 years. Alright. Okay, what have we got here? What's going on? Pesticides. It's a little bit light. Solvents. That's a long trip. It's 1,100 miles. It's a better weight though, and it pays better. So it's tempting to do that, but can I carry a heavier cargo here? I don't know that I can. It's 3 axle, that might be heavier. The more axles, the more weight it can carry, so it's a little heavier. And it's $24,000 as opposed to the solvents of £46,000. And oh, there's a bigger tank. Hello. Yeah, what could possibly go wrong in carrying this much solvent? Actually, before I go ahead and commit to going to Lawton, let's look at the external contracts, the World of Trucks. What have we got here? We can't modify or customize these, but we might have a 4-bay tanker. So we'll find out. Let's see. Chlorine, that's only $16,000. Oh, okay. Mercury chloride, you wouldn't trust me with that, but okay. Sulfuric acid. Again, what could possibly go wrong there? $28,000, but what was the biggest one? Dynamite. Well, I mean, I don't know. I really want to try and drive dynamite to Waco. Then again, I mean, it's what, 1,300 miles? That would be the entire stream devoted to just one trip. It's tempting, but I kind of want to do a few more trips than just that. So, plus my speed limit will be capped at 65, and on a trip like that, if I can do 70, 75, well, okay. I'm going to go back to the freight market. We'll go ahead and do this 58,000 pounds of solvents. So I guess that's glue. Or maybe not quite glue. And I've got, how long have I got to get there? It doesn't say, but it's 20 hours. So there's a little bit of time today, a little bit of time for a full day tomorrow. And then we'll wrap that up on the third game day. So go ahead and pick this up. It's back. It's in the second. You look at your watch for sunshine. Right, it's there. Well, you can see it here. There it is. Quick external view because I'll soon not be able to see a thing, but maybe we'll get lucky. Look at the size of this plant. Okay, let's angle around here. I turned off advanced coupling, so I won't need to worry too much about getting it spot on in front of the trailer, but I'll try and line it up fairly neatly. And of course we have another hour to get out of the plant. Reduce the ride height. Okay, that's close enough. Let's do that. Bit of parking brake. So that was the horn, but same difference. We're connected. Let's go ahead and adjust the ride height back to where it should be. Stop that annoying noise. We may not be spec'd to take this with just a 4x2, but I'm going to suppose that we've been given a special exception because we're awesome. And because I forgot about that when agreeing to take the load. It'll be fine. Okay, well, so far we haven't crashed. That's good. I believe the fourth axle on this trailer will steer. If I stick my head out the corner here, I can't really see it steering. Sometimes you can raise them. Let's see if I can raise these. I don't know that I can. No, okay. Alright, I guess I can't in this one, but that's okay. That probably means that they're non-steering, so it's not the most maneuverable of trailers, but that'll be okay. It's a long trip. I've got to find somewhere to take a rest first. What am I at? 2 hours? Okay. Should be fine. There's a Lone Star just sat parked over here, like a PT Cruiser. We yawning. It's fine. I've got my cruise control on at 20 miles an hour because I'm lazy and this is more efficient use of my accelerator pedal. Or, I mean, when you drive a car that's a diesel, it's called an accelerator, but it's probably just a torque amount, maybe. Okay. Where's that around here? Oh, the bumps. Yep. Oh, oof. Ah, oof. It's not good for my spine. Gonna dispense with the cruise control. We're gonna swing it around here. We managed to miss everything, which is good. And I'm gonna stop here. There's still no one here to greet me. Whoa. Okay, that's a heavy load. Turn those off. Right, we're off. Turn right. Oh, hang on. Before I do this, let's just check my map. There's nowhere to stop until I get to here. How far away is this? That's 2 hours away. Okay, so I'm going to be pushing up against my 50 left. There's 10 minutes extra, so I might get fined. But it's a nice place to stop. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I can risk breaking a speed limit or two, and nothing ever went wrong from crashing with solvents, right? And that's a nice place to stop, and I can also fill up the tank, the fuel tank, so I may not need to stop for the rest of the trip. It's not something we really like. May not need to stop. It's an interesting place to be, but we'll find out. And so we'll bend a few speed limits between here and there. Okay, off the power. We're going to turn left up here. Stop sign. What's this junk down here? It's like green water. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Well, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Oh yeah, this engine's way nicer than the Series 60. Nothing wrong with the Series 60, it's just a different class of engine. This is much more performant. And I'm happy for it, because I if you know how and what I want to drive, I would happily oh boy, I just see my chat messages. I'd happily carry a heavy load with her. Oh boy. I know, Zach, go on. That's what she said. Okay. Let's read my messages in just a second. What have we got here? So we got Zach, who says, "Hello David, random question. Why does the Kenworth have modern day Kenworth blinkers? Sounds lol." Oh, because I've got modern day blinkers in it. The bumps in bed mean it's good. Well, depends, because I mean, if you get rocks, that's not a good thing, right? Hey David, fine for what? Well, I think I jumped a red light. I turned left and a filter with a red light. I don't know what I was doing, but I forget now, but I was being bad. Like now I'm speeding. A little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and indicate. Oh, don't use your engine brake inside a city. This thing feels heavy. Look, turn right on a red. I think this Cadillac will be fine. He's got good brakes. I'll not go over the curb if I can help it. Yeah, still yawning. Still there. Yeah, you got a rare green light. So, please stay green, stay green, stay green, stay green, stay green, stay green. Oh, tight left-hand corner. Okay. Hard port, ding ding, hard port, alright Captain. Back on the power. Gonna get up this hill. It changed up, so will it pull it in the next gear? Yes it will, more or less. Okay, yep, it's doing it, it's doing it. And then off the power, harder port, ding ding. Whoa, on the brakes, oops. Okay, successfully did not crash. Recommended speed 25. I'm going to take that fairly seriously, because this is a kind of heavy cargo. So I'll drop the speed to 20, maneuver it around here, then want to crack on the power once it's safe to do so to get up to speed for this section of highway. I reckon it's safe. I think I told it to do 70. I maybe lost count. That'll do. The other reason why my blinkers sound modern, Zach, is because I've used some more blinker fluid in them just to keep them working properly. It's always a good sign. It's happily short shifting to 1100 RPM. This has got to be top gear. Sure it is. Yeah, it is. Okay. I got an hour left before I get fined or run the risk of getting fined at the end of my shift. So if I can bump the speed up to 70 or a little quicker maybe, I could save a few minutes and hopefully not get fined. I've only got $2,500, so well, not even that. I forget if I have a bank loan on this profile, and if I do, then that's really not good. It'll be midnight when the money comes out, so I've still got a few hours for someone to complete a job. Yep, no, I was getting tired, I know. Okay, let's get up to 70, come on. Let's push it faster. Let's do 75. Come on, okay. Alright, it's making progress. Mostly they're having the benefit of all that torque means it does accelerate much better. And it's able to climb hills without downshifting so much. But with 425 horsepower, there are 550 or 525 horsepower engines with this much torque. The torque output is reduced to higher engine speeds. So basically my top speeds are going to be compromised a little. But I'm still going to hit 80 going down this hill. And look at that. You beauty. Oh, it looks fast as well. Yeah, it looks very fast. It might have been a mistake going around this corner at this speed. Whoa. Yeah, I'm just going to use any lane. Whoa. Yeah, it's a little hard to steer on this, but yeah, that's not good. Okay, let's go back to that view. Yeah, it's fair flying along now. Okay, I mean, I'm happy with that. Yeah, my steering's all over the place. And whatever went wrong through hauling solvents at 80 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour above the speed limit? I mean, I suppose it's my realistic profile, so would I really do this in real life? No, of course not. But now we're cruising. So I don't want to slow down because it's efficient to, I have to, I'm turning off. It's efficient to cruise, right? 4 minutes, I'm not going to get there in 4 minutes, but alright. So, we're now at risk of getting fined. And I think it's $300, it might be $700. The engine brake, I'm going to keep on the power. I'm going to, sorry, not keep on the power even. Just use my service brake. Feels very heavy when I do that. And I got a green light. Come on, come on, come on. Go, 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 go. It's still green, honest. See, still green. Oh, bollocks. I mean, gosh, that's a terrible shame. I got fined going through a red light. May have adopted this into some British language there. I do thoroughly apologize. Rather unfortunate. Excuse me, Dodge. Dodge that. Okay. The limit's 50. Seems a bit imprudent, but hey, I don't want to get fined. Hey, it's raining. What could possibly go wrong now? Alright. Hunker. Okay, off the power. I've made it. What? Oh, okay. Well, that's $900 of fines in the last few minutes. Oh, look at the sunset behind me. Distracted. I'm going to just hunker in here. I really need to get some fuel, but we'll bump it up the curb here. Ba-dum. Yep. Unsettle all those solvents that have been clearly settled. And I guess I want to get some fuel, but I don't want to get that tonight because I'm just going to get fined again. So we'll have to do that tomorrow morning. I wonder if I can stop here. No. Oh, I got loads of time to get there. I got 52 hours. Yeah, okay. I don't know if this is really realistic to stop here. I mean, I'm not driving a Swift truck, so probably not. I don't mean that. If you drive for Swift, I admire you for trucking. It's not an easy profession these days. Look how dinky the little Kenworth looks. How tiny it is. That's actually a really cool view. Let's go ahead and turn off the lights. Turn off the engine. Yeah, that is pretty epic. Fantastic. Right, let's go here. I'm going to jump in the back. So they won't let me, so It's not my FLB, I forget. Right, well let's stop for the night. Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. That is something else. I guess it was raining softly all night. That is pretty. Okay, cool story, but I got a destination to be at, so let's go ahead and back it up, and we'll get some motion lotion, and we'll be back on the road in time for Kippers. Okay, I don't want to run into this trailer next to me, that'll be very embarrassing. And what the heck's behind me, I'm not sure, but it's okay, we got enough clearance. Get the rig set up for fuel. Already spent 3 minutes of my day. That's okay. Angle it around it because I've got plenty of time. I can tour this. 18 hours of driving. That's another day and a half. But I've got 42 hours, so yeah, I got plenty of time. I mean, famous last words, right? But I got plenty of time. Right, so we had roughly half a tank, I think. So we'll see. I'm expecting it to take 90 gallons, but I might be wrong. And I am wrong. How big's this tank then? Does it tell me in here? Ah, it does. 283. Oh, well, that's nice. 283 gallon tank capacity. That is a lot of motion lotion. Okay, well, that does make life a little easier. I won't need to stop again. And I guess we got a job completed in the night because I've now got 15,000 bucks in the bank. Thank goodness, because I needed it. I got 14,500 because I just bought a bunch of fuel. Not try and pull out in front of these 3 cars because it will be very embarrassing with this length trailer. Okay, I'm good to go now. Okay, angle out here. I don't really want to bounce off the curb, but we'll see. Yep, these cars. Yep. Okay. Yay! Look at that. I love the little 4x2s for their turning circle. And I'm really enjoying this nice torquey engine. Hey John, good to see you. Alright, let's make like a tree and get out of here. Don't know that I'm going to be able to get there, well, I'll get there tomorrow. What day is it in the game? Wednesday, so I'll get there Thursday. Wednesday at 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, so it may be a sweet torquey engine, but it is it's having to work hard with this much cargo. So John, if you've just joined us, today we're hauling 58,500 pounds of solvents in a Mohusiv tanker trailer, like so. In a Kenworth K100E with, a very errant steering and modern blinkers. The modern blinkers are important because they give you another 20 horsepower. Under the hood, or under the cabin actually, is a Cummins ISX EGR DOHC double overhead cam. It's a 2007 engine with, count them, 425 horsepower and 1650 little torques. There's a lot of little torques for this this truck. So unusually, I'm not in something that struggles to do more than 50 miles an hour. Honest, I'm going up a hill, that's why I'm doing 40. Shut up. And we're going to upshift anytime. There we go. Oh, I told it to skip and that didn't work out for me. There we go. It's going to be 9th gear, I think. Just double check. Yeah, that's 9th. I'm driving it in automated because I'm lazy. Because I just want to enjoy the countryside and the rain. Set my rain preference to be, I think, 75%, so that means it's going to rain the whole time, and that's obviously good because it increases the chances of me crashing. And come here for the commentary, stay for the crashes, right? And this is a steep hill going down, and there's a couple of tight corners at the end, so I'm going to kill the power and see if I can hold it at this speed, which I'm actually doing, to my surprise. Right, let's get off the engine brake, because using an engine brake down a hill is lame. Meow. Turn cruise on. We'll see if we'll do 55 around here. Yeah, it's losing a bit of speed, but I'm actually okay with that. I don't really want to roll it. It'd be very embarrassing to do that on a live stream. And maybe in character, but maybe not. Let's see if we want to get Wade just up here. Yay, okay. Way station time. One of my favourite way stations in the entire game because it's very easy to get into without losing too much speed. And we like not losing speed. So I'm going to guess that we're about £100,000 I think today. Let's find out. Oh, I was way wrong. 91. Pfft, noob. I'm gonna wait though. Oh, maybe not. Thank you, thank you, thank you. T680 letting me out here. Appreciate that. Let's say thank you. And say thank you this way. And this way as well. Okay. Now it's annoyed everyone, so let's get a move on. 2 to 3 more weeks, yeah, so I guess you're getting new hardware and all that jazz. I saw there was a price cut on I think it was an AMD 7000 series processor, I forget which one it was, but it was like $180 now, down $100. It's probably an 8-core. It's a beast. I think it's fair to say that Zach you've been very happy with your Ryzen. Your AMD Ryzen processor. Before anyone thinks that Ryzen is something to do with fire prevention, that's a riser. It's a little different. Also, a riser is what happens when you troll a girl. You get a riser, rise from her. But yeah, I won't be giving up my day job anytime soon. Right, well, we're almost at 60, so shake the tree and we're back in time for breakfast. No idea where that expression came from. I just said it. It just seemed cool until I started to hear myself say it. And then it wasn't cool, it was less cool. Now these automatic wipers are not automatically wiping quite how much as I want them to, so let's turn them up a stage to on all the time, and then that's like wiping too much. Unless it does have them. Okay, so let's turn them on intermittently. There's a wipe. See if it's gonna... Oh, it's doing it now. I don't know what was going on, but I fixed it. Works for me. Okay. So, shameless plug time. The engine I'm using today is available in the Steel Productions engine pack, and the transmission, which was designed and implemented by my buddy Zach, is also available in the Steel Productions engine pack. And why does the engine pack contain transmissions? Oh, cool sound. That's the Z-Mod sound effect, that one. That's the high-speed cornering sound, and I obviously don't hear that very often. Going back to transmissions, I think... correct me if I'm wrong here, Zach, but we included them, or you included them, or you wanted them including because you wanted to drive around with those transmissions. There's a 10 speed, because we like 10 speeds. It's a 355 final drive, so it's about 1200 revs at 55 and about, oh look, 1600 revs at 72, which it's very comfortable at. The ISX, it's the first engine after the Cummins N14. So it's a 14.9 or 15 litre engine. I'm going to have to slow down for this corner. I don't want to hear that squealy tyres so much. Which, oh yeah. Yep, okay. So it's a little unsteady, shall we say. It's not unsteady, I'm just carrying a heavy cargo around some twisty stuff, and the truck is kind of struggling a little bit with things like traction and grip, and feels like oversteer. Yeah, so it's starting to turn in, and it starts to a little bit of understeer at first, and then as you keep going, it progressively, that understeer seems to transition to oversteer, and I imagine that that's because we're losing a bit of speed. So inertia, or momentum, central gravity is shifting forward a little. That kind of circumstance causes the thing to jackknife. Everything with a hard drive will be new. Okay, so wait. You're getting brand new CPU and graphics card. Please tell me you're not going to stick with a spinny hard drive. You know what, it's completely fine to do so. But if you're not using an SSD, that's the biggest difference. Probably the biggest difference in how your system runs, I think. Because, like, launching Windows, 10 seconds. Even on one of the slow processors, as opposed to maybe 40 seconds with a mechanical spinny hard drive, and the noise difference. SSDs are silent. And now I'm going to stop preaching, but if you can, John, and you're not using a solid state drive, get a solid state. It's way nicer to use and quieter. And I had a Western Digital Black drive. I love that drive. 2 terabytes of glorious high speed for a hard drive, but it was noisy. In fact, it was very noisy. This thing clicked like a parrot with something stuck in its throat. Yeah, you got an SSD. I kind of want to go good lad, but that sounds really patronising. It's not meant to be. It's just a British way of saying yes, thank you. Oh, SSDs. Back in the day when you used to walk uphill to school both ways barefoot in the snow with a blazing sun over my head, etc, etc, etc. Solid state drives were, I mean, originally, like, only uber expensive computers had them, typically Apple branded stuff. This is, you know, when the original MacBook Air was overheating, but the solid state drive made them cool and quiet. I don't regret upgrading to an SSD. And I bought a 2.5-inch one when they were still kind of expensive. The price for a 2 terabyte dropped to, I think, $300. It's a Samsung SATA, so it's hardly cutting edge, and it wasn't back then. But the biggest difference was it was the heat, I think. Those Western Digitals spinning at 72,000 RPM produced quite a chunk of heat. May only be 10 watts, but it's 10 watts all the time. And I think the solid state drive was, I don't know if it was 10, like 4 watts, but only when it was in use. Happy days. Excuse me, it's not a good sign. I'm yawning, and it's not even 9 o'clock yet in my time zone. Oh, is this Utah? They recognize these twisty bits. They're never fun. Well, I say they're never fun. They are fun, just not when I'm carrying 58,000 pounds worth of liquids. I don't think the game simulates this, but in real life this thing will be sloshing around like... Well, I don't know, what would slosh? A Viking? A drunk Viking? This is how you jackknife as well. Just, yep, oh, there it goes. A little bit of oversteer. Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah, give me some oversteer. Oh yeah, just like that. Did that creep out for anyone? Where's my cruise not working? There we go. Ah, look at the spray coming off. Such a beautiful, beautiful visual there. Gonna come back on my engine brake because we're slowing down for a village, city or something. Okay, that's better. Moab, I'm going to let the speed drop to 30 because I think the speed limit is a little lower through here. There we go. You'd think I've been through Moab before, right? Yeah, I'm sure I have. Quick check on my fuel. I'm at 7/8, so I've actually used a bit. But 860 miles. 280. I should have enough fuel to not have to stop. Unless I go crazy, and I'm not going to go crazy because it's me. Brake firmly for this. Yeah, bit of a lock up there, but that's okay because we don't mind locking up. I think I can shift this thing forward a little bit. Lower the ride height. Cool mode engaged. There we go. We've slammed it now. It's going to feel every single bump, and it's probably going to rub the tires, but we'll keep at it. Minimal rise and fall with the suspension with the ride height lowered. So, yeah, okay. Told the cruise to get me up to 35. As we hit 30, it's going to reset the ride height back to standard default. Let's give it a second. We'll hear it hiss. He says confidently. Come on. There we go. And tap it up 3 times. Go to 50. Now leaving this city can be a challenge because this corner is pretty tight. And this white minicab looking car, is that Crown Vic? I have no idea what that is. It was right next to me, but he's gone past me now, so good with that. Yep, I know, that's what she said. So many of them, right? Kind of want to, you know, I should set up some special effects on my Stream Deck. I definitely need to do that. Because then, yeah, you gotta have it, and that's what she said, on demand. Okay, a little bit of stutter in the game, but I don't know whether it's obvious watching it. Maybe there's something going on I don't know about on the computer. Oh yeah, a couple of big CPU spikes. Got my dashboard control down there. Of course you can't see it on the stream, but hey, it looks cool. Show me a big CPU spike. Okay, I'm gonna tap the cruise up to 65. Let's see if we can get up to our speed limit cruising speed. Yes, it's most definitely short shifting to 1100 RPM, and I'm okay with that. I did fine tune this engine for many miles, and it's one of my is it my favorite? I said about them all. I like the concept of the ISX, the original ISX. I'm led to believe that this engine had its troubles. Oh, okay, so Zach, yeah, it's a 2007 ISX 425. So it's 1650 foot-pounds of torque. This thing has got more torque than a car full of girls. Can I even say that? Because guys talk too. And power-wise, whoa, it's okay. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's got what I want, and it's using a 10-speed that you designed. It's a Road Ranger with a 355 final drive, so it's got what I might call sensible gearing. Let's get back on my engine brake. That's fairly well matched to the engine. I was tempted to use a vocational transmission, but decided I wouldn't because ain't nobody got time for that. It's like the only light came from. It's fine, Daniel. I'm okay. If no one else likes me but you, then I'm cool with that. This feels like a very selfish live stream because I just wanted to drive for the heck of it. I have spent what feels like weeks testing a whole lot of engines in the game, and it's okay, but after it's pretty much been 6 weeks, you end up driving just to test something as opposed to driving because you want to enjoy the game. Excuse me. And what have I been testing? Well, the Cummins Big Cam, the Cummins KT, the Cummins L10, the Detroit Diesel Series 60 11 litre, the Caterpillar 3306. There's some others too. Oh yeah, how could I forget? The Detroit Diesel 6V92. The 8V92 that's not released yet. Some other stuff as well. Oh, the 3406. A little bit of work on those for another modder whose name rhymes with Gmods, but I'm not going to say who it is, because that would be a terrible thing to do. I would never do that. So, yeah, it's been a very test intensive. I don't know exactly how many engines are now in the engine pack, but what I do know is that there's over 12,000 files when you upload this thing to the Steam Workshop, and some of those are transmissions. It's over 100 engines for some of the trucks. Oh yeah, the L9, that's another engine I've been playing around with too. I think I want to change the sound for the L9. I get distracted easily. You didn't say nothing wrong. No, of course not. No. I don't know. It didn't say anything wrong. And Daniel, not everyone is cool enough to be able to click like. You going? Oh, okay. Yeah, you didn't need to go on my account. It's just not everyone's cool enough to click like. I think I've just changed the setting. Hey, there we go. Okay, I'm not sure what I just clicked on my stream view, but hey, it's fine. Right, what's going on here? Been sent a very interesting link that's work. Oh, okay. Hackers demand $700,000 ransom from a local appraisal district. Yep, I did know about that, and that's a lot of money. I didn't hack them, but that's a lot of money. Yeah, I hope they find these people who are hacking CADs, and they string them up via their dangly bits. Whoa. Oh, that was close. Why did I get fined? Okay. Oh, it's midday. It's my oh crap. Break. Don't use your phone and drive, kids. That's what happens. Thank goodness the game's lagging a little bit. It helped me out. Okay. That was a little scary. Now don't call me in to be weighed. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to turn left up here. Lots of noise. Oh, used car. Except pickups. No one buy a pickup truck. Unless you need to haul picks. Because in weather like this, right, you got yourself an $85,000 pickup truck. So you got all that weight up the front, not so much at the back. So immediately it needs some form of traction control or stability management to stop it from falling off a wet road. If it's wide, I think it makes you feel that you have to drive like a chump. They're almost all automatics, so they're easy to drive. You've got a high visibility point of view. But then when it rains, and you got to bring your shopping home from the grocery store and it doesn't fit in the back seat, it gets wet. Do an airport run, suitcases go in the back and get wet. Bringing home a sofa from IKEA, and you put it in its cardboard box, and guess what? It gets wet. So, pickup trucks, I don't think they're very versatile, and they're just not for me. That was a mini rant. Well, so Zach, they haven't admitted who the group is, but the appraisal district believes it is Medusa, I think they said. Let's see. Now, ironically, this particular appraisal district visited my appraisal district, because I work in one of these, just a few days before, but the events are not related. They can't catch a break, but they are out to get you. Okay, lots and lots of gear changes to get up to my speed, so I'm in 7th gear at 21 miles an hour. But hey, I've got 3 more gears. I'm going to pay attention back to my driving now again. I think that was a scary moment when I nearly had that head on with the truck coming the other way. That's not good. That was how you ruin your trip. I'm laughing because... oh, hell, twisty bits. I'm laughing because Zach says the ship sofas with FedEx. Well, maybe, but so FedEx and I, or the logo, my beautiful good lady wife, ruined the FedEx logo for me by explaining that they drew the white arrow first and then put the words around it. And I'm like, what white arrow? And then now all I see is a white arrow and some random colours around it. So I'm like, girl, you ruined FedEx for me. Which, to be fair, is hilarious, because some people just see the arrow all the time and everything else. And some people never saw the arrow, and I was one of them. Now, to be fair, I did ask her why she liked McDonald's milk chocolate chip milkshakes when it's like drinking toothpaste. And now she doesn't like McDonald's milkshakes anymore with mint in them. So I kind of feel bad. I don't feel bad about that at all. It tastes like toothpaste. Anywho, this is probably too much information. But we successfully negotiated this bend and we didn't fall off the road. And we're keeping a reasonable average speed as well. 700 miles, 12 hours left to go. I think I need a bit of engine brake here. Might need a bit of trailer brake as well. There we go. Oh yeah, bunch of oversteer there. Yeah, we don't mind oversteer mostly. Shamrock shakes. What the heck is a shamrock? Is it mint? Is it like the sweat of an Irishman? Because no. Nope. That's a hard note from me. I suppose, then again, I mean, the Core sisters are Irish, and so, you know, it's not all bad. Durango. So I've just discovered a Dodge SUV. Well, that's brilliant, that is. Then again, there's a Dodge City in Kansas, and you can drive through that. Okay. Cruise. I've got a turn mint flavoured shake. The only kind of shake I like are the ones where dancers do. And then there's this weird concept of putting fries in a shake. Now, I'm not American, you can probably tell. So culturally, I don't get why you would ruin perfectly good fries or maybe a perfectly good shake. As long as it's not mint or banana. I don't like those shakes. With dipping the fries into the shake. And the reason why I don't like banana shakes is if you give a monkey a banana and then shake him or her up quite a bit until they barf, that's your banana milkshake. Ew. I haven't found a Prius yet to run into. Oh well. So looking at these trucks opposite, number 2 is, I guess, a medium height. Is it a International? I think an Eagle. It's a day cab, and then a medium one, and then the full sleeper. Right. Anyway, distracted. 3/4 of a tank left, and 710 miles. Perfectly fine. Bunch of lag in the game as well. That's a little unfortunate. I wonder why it's lagging so much. I don't know why. That's gone to green. That is that's healthy. A lot less like the banana shake. Yes, I'm sure that wasn't a. Dude, she's paid to like it. Of course she's gonna like it. Yeah, we probably shouldn't have that line of conversation. This is meant to be a family. No, it's not. It's not meant for kids, so okay. Right. So I gotta turn right up here, and if I remember, this next section of road is a bit treacherous. So clearly, we want to go as fast as we can. And I'm going to be held up, but this. No, I'm not. These yellow. The yellow trucks are faster than any other color. Faster than red. Except here, evidently not, because I'm catching up with him. Getting a little close to the edge there, David Ikes. Back on the power. Get my cruise up to 35. Use the torque. Oh, at least it's not slowing me down, so that's good. Cruise, I tapped her up to, I think, 60, and yes, that's what she said about tapping stuff up. And then 65, because we ain't going to get there anytime soon. And see if I can catch this yellow speed demon ahead of me. Not so far, he's probably running a 600, I'm guessing. He's flying off, okay. Let's lump me into top gear. So rain might be easing off, but might not be. 55. Accelerating through 60. There we go. And then 65. And I'm not going to catch him now unless I speed, and I don't really feel like speeding. Now, if you listen carefully, can you hear the sort of tire whine? I hope it gets picked up by YouTube. So I'm using Zmod's latest sound pack. The tire whine, if I recall correctly, is meant to be the whine you get from worn tires. New tires don't whine in quite the same way as older tires, and more worn tires get better mileage compared to new tires, which therefore means that whining is good for gas mileage. So I got a couple of yeses, and I don't know what I asked. But wine good for mileage is why whenever I go on a road trip, I try and bring Sandy with me. But shh. I hope she's not listening to this. I'll be in big trouble if she is. Okay, 5 hours left in today's shift, 11 hours left. We've actually made up a little bit of time, which I'm pleased at. Because I have not been driving like a nutter. Oi, nutter. Nutter. Okay. Fuel is plenty. Weather is miserable. Telling yeah, you can try. She wouldn't believe it. Whoa, this Volvo's getting close. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure she wouldn't believe it. Though I do want to get her back on the channel for a driving lesson with a trailer. I think that could be a lot of fun. Am I blocking in a lane? No, I guess not. Okay. Come on. This is exactly what you don't do to your transmission and your clutch. It's not good for anything. Okay, around the corner we go. If you've got a powerful enough 4x2 as a cab over, when you go around a corner like that, you can spin a wheel. And by powerful enough, it doesn't have to be insane. An 1850 foot-pound torque engine will probably do it in the wet. And then you can end up skidding, and that's always good fun. Bang up to 35, we'll tap up to 45 right now, because we're like a bit of a tap. And okay, so 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Let's see if we can hit 70 miles an hour on this this section. It looks like we're going uphill for a bit, then we drop down, then we go back uphill. Maybe. Working through 9th. Part of me is like, do I manually keep it in 9th? But no, it's going to short shift me up into top. That's okay. We'll accelerate down the hill. We might even get up to 70, but I don't think we will. And if I were driving this manually, I'd be backing off the power as we climb the hill if I've got enough inertia. But I'm not. I'm going to be lazy, so just let the cruise basically jam the foot down all the way and maybe soot a little bit as it overfuels to try and get more power to climb the hill. That's what I mean about the gearing of well, that speed and that gear was probably perfect for the hill, because as our speed dropped, our revs dropped down towards sort of 1200 RPM. P-torque is I think 1150 or 1100 RPM in this engine. So the torque is increasing, or at least staying the same at maximum as you drop down towards 1150 RPM. It gives you the best ability to climb a hill, or theoretically the best ability to climb a hill. It may climb it better at 1900 RPM in a gear or two lower, but you'll also burn a whole lot more fuel, which may be okay if you don't pay your fuel bills, but most of us can't do that. Drop my speed down to 60. This guy next to me slowed down, and now he's gone back to speeding. Okay, back up to 70. Nice and fast section of road, this, even in the wet. And it's not raining heavy, it's been light, the most sort of gentle pitter-patter most of the evening. Most of the day, I should say. Don't slide off the road, there we go. Gently does it. And then I'm hearing some of the tyre whine coming through again. And there's something else cool I can do. I'm going to open the passenger window just a little bit. You hear that? Oops, it's the rumble strip. I'm going to do the same on the driver's side. It's a very subtle effect. And once we crest the hill, if we tap down and keep the speed the same. And then close it. Yeah, it is very subtle actually. Get back on the power, get back up to 70. Really want to make good time with this load. It would be nice to do so. Let's open the window all the way actually. We don't get the buffeting thankfully, which I'm sure the modern trucks buffet terribly and the older ones less so. It's to do with aerodynamics. Now I don't want to sound like I'm like old, but older cars you could drive around with a window open and they didn't buffer you that much. Modern stuff, you open a window just a little bit and even a tiny crosswind, and if you got long hair, it's all over you, all over the place. Okay, outside lane time I think. That said, my older car didn't have cruise control, automatic climate control, whatever they call it, anti-lock brakes, didn't have a turbocharger, didn't have an automatic transmission, didn't have electric windows, didn't even have cup holders now I come to think of it. Had a manual choke, unless I had one of my diesels. So yeah, I rose-colored glasses, I don't need to open a window at speed if I've got AC. Assuming it still works. Which, well, I live in Texas, so you use it quite a lot of the year as seemingly as a necessity. Okay, power. I'm in the wrong lane here. I should really be in the right-hand lane because I want to be a left lane hog. So let's go ahead and transition to the right-hand lane here. Oh, I may have just cut someone up there, but okay. Up to 70. Visibility is getting a little poor, but I can still see well enough, and I love how SCS have built the game to just give you that poorer visibility. I was brightening up. You can still see traffic ahead of you, and yeah, you've got a bit of pop in with mountains. We just saw it there, and that's something that I read that they're really working hard to improve on the new version of the game engine to remove some of that pop-in effect. Look at this short little trailer on the left. Okay, back on the power. I eased off to let him pass me. This Cadillac is doing like 65. My controls efficiently and struggling with it a little bit. I've got to stop my steering input for just a second to adjust my cruise control. I suppose I could just reach over my controller maybe. Or I'll use the keyboard. But anyway. In the back of the left-hand lane I don't need to be. Actually need to be in the right hand lane. Oops. No. Come on. Can you let me in? Please let me in. Thank you. I may have forced my position there. Whoa. Okay. That was, that felt a little close. In terms of braking effort. I did not want to run into someone. I've nerfed I've reduced my braking effort a little bit in the game. Anyway, and the effect with a bigger cargo is quite noticeable, and it's more so in a 4x2 as opposed to a 4x6. Sorry, yeah, 4x2 as opposed to 6x4, because you've only got half the number of rear axles on the tractor engine to brake with. Okay, turn in right here. So 2 hours, so I gotta take a break. And I'm due for Thursday night, so I will take a break both in the game and in real life in the next few minutes is the plan. If there's a truck stopper coming up to you, I'm going to go ahead and stop here, I think. Oh, it's a big truck stop. Okay, that's completely fine. Or is it? No, it's not. It's not a truck stop. Okay, that's awkward. Okay, I guess we'll keep going a little bit. Getting the correct lane, Albuquerque. Okay. Oh, there's one on the left here. Alright. Did I just miss my exit? Yeah, I think I did. It wants me to turn off anyway, so, but I've missed it. It's a shame. Okay, well, it's fine. Yeah, there's my first yawn. Now, I want the first or the second. Oh, this is my exit. Okay. Let's tell the world where I'm going, and then we'll stay in the left lane. We'll use gravity and a bit of engine braking to slow me down. I do not wish to slide off this bridge, this overpass, whatever the heck they call it, because I will fall onto the road below. Ask me, I've done it before. It was not good. Okay. Let's look left to see if we can see the truck stop without falling off the bridge, which was close. Alright. Still looking for somewhere to stop, but I think I'm going to have to press on for a little bit, I think, because... yeah, I am. Okay. Alright, wings back, up to 65. I'm going to keep this thing going. Part of me would like to slow down and save a bit of gas, or a bit of diesel, because I've got the time in the bag to be able to use that. But I also think I want to just make progress. And I can cover another 20 miles by doing 65 in the next 2 hours as opposed to 55. Because I can do maths, me. Or math. I love that tyre whine. Z, you're not likely to be watching this because it's really early in your morning, like 3 AM, 3:30. But hey, thanks, man. I enjoy the whining tires. Both the driver and I yawned. There was nothing showing on my map for where I can... Oh, there might be now, from where I can stop. That's either a road number or a... yeah, it's somewhere to stop, okay. That's good. So that's where I'm going to stop. It looks like it's just a rest area up ahead. Yep, that works for me. So I'm going to go ahead and pull in the right-hand lane, which I should have been doing anyway, but I'm lazy, so I wasn't. Okay. Go. Around the corner we go. I'm going to merge left now, and there's a red car sitting in my mirror in my dead zone. Okay, wow, he actually moved over for me, or pulled back. Dang. And the limit goes up to 75. Well, this is a shame. I got to pull over and take a break in the game. Well, maybe tomorrow morning I can get back up to 75 and take me all the way there. We'll see. Another yawn from my driver. 44 minutes left, and I am not seeing the rest area yet. Okay, I'm coming up to it. I'm almost there. Yeah, there it is. 1 mile away, okay. So, kill the power. Inertia will take me up this hill, avoiding this rock. That would be painful. Alright, and then we'll tell the world we're going to pull off, like so. And yes, Zach, that is most definitely what she said. Giving a little wry smile. Stop sign. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh. Yeah, that was me being clumsy. Forget to stop. There we go. Okay. Are they actually coming from this way, or is it just... yeah, right, it's just a random stop sign. Right, so, I guess we go... oh, I remember where we are. Yeah. There's like a little sort of gravel section on the right here. Yeah, we can pull into here. Okay, let's turn in here. Let's try a bit of that camera angle. Is not the best, but hey, it might actually help me. Oh, no, I don't think it will. Straighten things up a little. Okay. So I know I said I wanted it to rain today, but I think I want to take a break from the rain. So I think I'm not central, but I'm central enough. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and shut the lights off like so. Going to jump back in my cabin, turn the engine off. I'm going to just drop to the menu here. We're going to tweak the rain settings and gameplay. So we'll make that, I don't know, 15%. Yeah, that works for me. These are pretty high, the detours and random road events, so that might be an issue. Parking difficulty, I'm just going to go with safe parking here for me right to the destination. So let's go back here. I am going to jump back in the game. I'm going to click the take a rest. And then go back here, and I will take a quick comfort break. I'll be back in a jiffy. Okay, we're back. Comfort break. It's a polite way of saying I must make pee-pee. Still raining. That's disappointing. Okay, there we go. Colton, where can I get the free freight shaker? Freight shaker. free Fright Shaker. Let me introduce you to my ex-wife. But I thought that was funny. Come on, give me a break. So you mean the FLB? That's actually a Steam Workshop mod, and I think I linked it in the description. I think I did. And if I didn't, I should have, because I've linked a bunch of trucks in there. You know, I felt like I should check, but how easy is it for me? You know what, let's just stop here. I'm going to just let the engine warm up here, everyone. That's my excuse. I can't see there. Annoying, okay. Just jump back in and just take a quick look at the description I added, because maybe it's showing somewhere in there. No, I can't see that. It's okay. I'll do that. I've got to do this the hard way. So, got to jump on the YouTube client away from the game. Let's take a look at the description. Just jump back in and. Dang, I didn't. Huh. Well, that's awkward. I didn't include it in the description, so that's very lame of me. I can fix that though. Let me do that now, because I really should. Dum dum dum. There we go. That's the one. I don't know why I didn't include this here. Well, I do know why. It's a numpty, but I meant to. Let's go back here. Can I edit it from this screen? Does YouTube let me? No, but I think I can do it here. Maybe. Huh. Okay, I've got to do it from the YouTube Studio, which is another web page to open. So, bear with me 1 second. There's the live. Right, so yeah, Colton, I'm actually adding it to the description now. There we go, that's done that. I'll save that there. You may need to refresh the video and maybe give it a few seconds. So I am in the Kenworth K100E with modern blinkers. But just to be aware that there is an FLB. I really enjoy that truck too. Right, let's get back in my truck. Did I increase the temperature a little bit? Not especially. Coolant's at least not showing completely stone cold. Look at all the junk around here. Huh. Looks like a little fire. I like some of the details that they included in the game, the pallets and the tyre, because you just find those around randomly. Right, let's get on the road again. On the road again. Okay. I think I want to tell the world I wish to merge. And it looks like it's clear, but I mean, yep, I guess it is. Well, the Classic is a little different. The only Classic, the Freightliner Classic I know of is John Ruder's, and that's not free. I think that's $20 or $25 standalone. But I enjoy that truck. John Ruder's mods, or trucks I should say, are great quality truck mods. And the Freight Shaker is I don't know, it's certainly not as old as one, but that's a really enjoyable truck. Yeah, and I would just look up John Ruder trucks. I don't have the website URL to hand. It's probably something like John Ruder, something or other. That doesn't help, I know. But it's JONRUDA as opposed to RUDER. Although that might actually still find it. Classic Fright Shark. Yeah, that's the Classic XL, I think, is that one. Now, I recall... No, the Classic is not the same as the FLD. Is the Classic the replacement for the FLD? I think. Oh, look at this thing go. It gets up to 75 beautifully downhill. with a huge amount of weight behind it, but okay. I've got some videos of the Freight Shaker on the channel, maybe just one or two. I think one I was playing around with the MBE engine, MBE 4000, which I think MBE logically would stand for Mercedes-Benz Engine 4000. A much maligned engine that has an amazing engine brake. This does not look okay. Safe. There we go. Yeah, that was like I'm skidding towards that fence at an alarming rate of skiddedness. Is that a real word? It is now. Coronado. Yeah, there is at least one Coronado, and I've played around with it. And I think there's. Oh. That was close. I don't know of an American dry cleaning brand, but if I was in the UK, I'm off to Sketchleys to get these pants dry cleaned. Or shorts, depending on your perspective. So, yes, I believe there's at least one. I can't think of the developer. It might be one in the Steam Workshop, but possibly not. But yeah, there's a lot of different Freightliners and Freight Shakers that you can pick up. I think I've even got a Coronado on the channel. I'll have to check that one out. Yeah, you actually made me think I probably want to play around with some more Freightliners. But maybe I'm imagining it, but does John Ruder have... No, I don't think he does. He's got an older generation Cascadia. I think it's this the Cascadia 125. I think it is. I think it's the first generation. The one in the game is the third gen, and the first gen is a nice truck as well. My preference is generally for a more fleet truck look. Well, as I say, generally, even Red Thunder. She's got aluminium or aluminum parts as opposed to the sort of chromed up parts. I quite like that. Utilitarian, but I'm also a show truck, kind of. She's looking good for 1.5 million miles on her though, that's for sure. Yeah, we're making great progress here. This engine's happy enough to be at 1700 revs at 75. It sounds kind of raucous, and I dare say it's a little thirsty at this speed, but we're making great progress. And don't forget, this is 58,500 pounds of solvents plus the trailer. Its gross weight was 91,000 pounds with a bit more fuel in it. It's not exactly a heavy haul drivetrain either. When I meant to help you find a truck, well, has to be free. I think the two places to look are the SCS forum, and you may need to create an account with the SCS forum. And I think that's literally scSforum.com. Or it might be forum.scssoft.com. I actually have it open on a browser tab I can see right now. You can take a look in there. Or if you've not already, look in the Steam Workshop. There are modding websites available, and some of them are legit, but I can't vouch for the quality or how legit stuff is on there. And you really got to be careful with downloading, stuff online. If you found a premium truck and you find a free version, it may not be free. There will be maybe a cost somewhere that is not what you were expecting to pay. So it's up to you if you want to support some of the artists that create trucks. This particular truck, the K100E, is free. It is a fantastic quality truck. I really enjoy it. John Ruder's trucks are not free. Different kind of truck, different quality. They are better. Are they worth it? Yes and no. In terms of enjoyment per dollar, I gotta rate the Macar really highly. The K100, the FLB, the 90s Corporation truck, the Max Superliner. That's an optional payware. You can send the guy a couple of dollars. That's a great truck. I really enjoy that. So they don't compete in the same way. But I mean, I guess obviously it's a shameless plug. But take a look at the channel, look for a truck that you're looking for, and I should have included a link in the description as to where I found it from. This drinks van overtaking me. I mean, I guess he's on a hot one. Maybe he's got to pick up his beer before it gets warm or something. Flying along today. Let's check what time do I got to be there by. So I'm due there at 12:45. I'm way early. Don't want to slow down and save fuel. Kind of. But it's fun hooving along at 75, and yeah, what's not to like? Alligator is a code, or is what truckers call a tire carcass on the side of the road. And if you run over one in ATS, you feel it and you hear it. Okay, let's bring the speed down. Where are we coming up to? Amarillo. Brake. Whoa, that was scary. What's all that about, Govs? This is where we're using that torque to sort of lumber up the hill, and it still wants to downshift. Yeah, that's probably fair enough. I'm asking a lot from the engine. Okay. Told the cruise to do 60, but it hasn't got me up there yet. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the lights, because lights on for safety doesn't apply in Texas, I don't think. I mean, you got to drive faster in Texas because it's so enormous a state. Seems to be the plan. Hey, got a new subscriber, Mr. Badass. Love your name. Yeah, that's an awesome name. Now, unless of course it means that you suffer from Taco Bell syndrome if you're American, or I don't know, Greg's greasy pie syndrome in the UK maybe. I mean, if it's a description of bodily emissions, then I mean, kind of like, I'll give you a sneaky high five. Do I really want to turn my lights back on? It's not going to help me avoid crashing, at least. Oh, look what happened dead ahead of me. The AI's done an AI thing. Oh, yeah, you know what? I'm going to use the right-hand lane here. Stay where you are, station wagon. And they're going to pull into the left-hand lane, so he's going to give me space. Yes, he is. And this white car might merge. No, okay. Phew, I avoided that one. The AI can do unpredictable things, like merge into your lane when you're already merging into it, and then collide with your trailer and damage your trailer as you get a Mustang stuck in your tires. And it's like, dude, did you really just drive into me and I'm getting fined for it? Well, it's probably quite accurate, because I'm sure that car drivers really do stupid things. Well, I know that we do stupid things as a car driver myself. Inconsiderate and unthinking things. Right, we're back on the trip up to 75. vending machines in 1 mile. Yeah, a bit of a pop in there with that windmill. There's not turning, which you do see in Texas. You'll go through a section of countryside and there's a whole bunch of them basically turning, and there's one that's not. And I'm supposing it's because it's being serviced or maintained or something. But I just love the fact that you actually see that in real life, and you see it in the game. They don't just have a one model for all of them. They're not always animated. Hey, if you've got the game, have you tried I think it's the blade for the windmills as a special cargo. It's like £11,000, but approximately the length of Kansas. Okay, not quite that long, but it's a long trailer, and it has its own unique challenge because it steers as well as it steers around corners, so you can cut off the heads of pedestrians if you go around a corner just a little too close. But as a special cargo, it gives you a license to just run through red. Let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't, I would recommend you try it, because it's a different kind of challenge. You don't need a powerful truck for it. What you need is eyes like a spider all over your head to figure out where on earth this trailer's going and what you're going to take out. Let's kill my speed here. Or kill my cruise. I am anxious as to what we're about. Okay, we've got a right turn coming up, alright. We're still going to slow down. So forced a downshift to 2,000 revs, and yeah, there's a bit of weight behind me. It's taking a time to slow down. Yeah, I didn't like that shift. Let's force it down again. I'm now speeding, but things you probably wouldn't want to do in a manual is use the gearbox and use the engine to help you slow down, even though it's awfully tempting. Don't remember this town. That was a very nervous looking thing. The red SUV was turning left and the blue car just kept on going. I don't think this guy's got a stop sign, so I'm going to get out of the way of this this truck. Very clumsy there on your steering, David. You can do so much better than that. Where's the black truck? Oh, it's turning off. Okay. Yeah, the black truck turned off, so I don't feel so bad. Choose the right hand lane. I don't need to be in the left hand lane. Don't hog the left lane. It's for overtaking only. Ooh, what's this tower? Shamrock. Okay. Isaac, if you're still on there, you were talking about Shamrock earlier. Than the old days, no Jakes at all. Yeah, the Jacobs bro. Does it Jesse Cummins that came up with the Jake's brake, or did he just license it? I can't imagine driving a 91,000 gross vehicle weight combination with no auxiliary brakes. You're gonna burn those service brakes up no end. Well, I suppose you just use your gears, just let the thing slow down by itself and hope that no one pulls out in front of you. Also, Jack, when you say old days, are you talking sort of 50s and 60s, or are you talking 60s, 70s? I'm curious. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. Turn off left. I'm enjoying the drive through flat countryside. Love how the countryside changes in the game as you go through the different states. And yes, there's a big difference between the older states and the newer states, like the quality of the graphics. But there's also a difference in how well the game runs. When Texas was introduced, lot of people struggled with the performance of the game. I mean, it struggled. It did not perform very well. There's a lot more detail in the game, and so there's a lot riding on the update to version 1.5, which apparently has been confirmed to be an upgrade to DX12. Now, I say apparently because I haven't seen that myself. That's just hearsay. So, DX12 is supposed to offer some important performance potential improvement over DX11, which is what many people run the game at. But I also know a lot of games that were updated from DX11 to DX12 run smoother on DX11 mode. So the biggest difference between them, as I understand, and I'm not a software developer, DX11 is essentially restricted to 2 processor cores. There may even be 1. And that if you have an 8-core 16 thread processor, you're kind of limiting it to just one of those threads. And it's a bit more complicated than that, but that's essentially what you limit your system at. DX12 does not have the same limit. You can run it through much more cores. Let's see, old core binos are 49, kind of things. Wow, yeah, that's a... So, in the comments, Jack's saying that he had a corn binder. It's a 1949 machine. All kinds of heavy stuff. Didn't get Jake's a 1990. So, was your 49? Was that a gas engine or was that a diesel engine? Or was that a petrol engine or a diesel engine? But I think petrol engines can have an exhaust brake, I believe. Oh, I'm speeding. Oh, that's what happens when you don't pay attention. You're excited about reading a comment about stuff. Okay. Again, I'm still speeding, and I bring the speed down on the control. There we go. That's better. You can show the brake temperature in the game. It does record it as a statistic, but I don't think it makes any difference. Diesel International, there we go. Yeah, I dare say without an engine brake, that would be an interesting drive. I bet you have some stories of things that happened. Yeah, without any form of compression braking. I spend time reading some of the trucking forums, and the stories that you hear about. Okay, that's my bank low. The stories you hear about, say the Caterpillar brake saver, and depending where you read it, they're like it wasn't any good. It didn't do much. The Cummins Interbrake, that ISX or a signature technology, was supposed to be very effective. The Detroit Diesel MBE has an understatement. I bet it is, yeah. With like almost zero engine braking and a big ass piece of equipment on the back, that would have been scary. Yeah, the Detroit Diesel turbo engine brake that they fitted to some of the MBEs, as I remember, statistically it had up to 450 horsepower as a 12 litre or 12.7 I think litre engine, and up to 600 braking horsepower, and that's a lot from a small engine. And where it was sold in Canada, I think that was a reason why people were like, yeah, this engine works great for us. Makes sense. If you've got an engine that can climb a hill slowly, it's a pain. But if you have an engine that will not slow down your truck going down the hill the other side, it's a menace. Now, I don't mind being called a menace under some circumstances, but not driving a virtual truck. Okay, quick check where we are progress-wise. I'm an hour away from my destination. I've made great time today. I am like 4 hours, well, I'm going to be 3 hours early. so I could stop, take a nap. Zaki be still on, I could find a lot lizard and play patty cake with her, or something. I'm going to bounce the cruise up to the speed limit, but I don't necessarily need to. Part of me wants to cruise along at 55 and save a bit of motion lotion, but nah. I got more than a quarter tank, plenty. Well, I am very thankful, Jack, that you survived. Although I think back to my childhood growing up, you know, it was the middle of the Cold War. You go outside to play. You got a digital watch with an alarm that went off when you had 5-10 minutes to get home, and we somehow survived without GPS tracking and a phone and you know, tasers and whatnot, and CCTV cameras on every street corner. We somehow survived to become, I was going to say adults, but to mature, no, not even to maturity. Look at me, I'm playing with trucks, and I'm definitely an adult. Well, at least I'm old enough to be an adult. So yeah, I am surprised sometimes that we survived our childhood. And I don't think infant and child mortality rates have changed all that much, so not many more kids die today, or fewer kids die as they did when I was a kid. I could be wrong. If you're an actuary and you work for a life insurance company, please leave a comment below to let me know that I'm completely wrong. Rogers Lane. Yeah, that. I don't know who Mr. Rogers was. And back on the power. I love these yellow trucks. Yeah, it's always good fun stuff. That's exactly it. You make do with what you had. Yeah, you're spot on. And I know it's fashionable to sort of say kids today don't even know they're born, didn't have the internet when I was a kid, but you didn't need it because you didn't know that you needed it. And I remember working in an office when you didn't have email, and it doesn't seem like that long ago, but it actually really was. And I'm pretty sure my first email was from my colleague in the desk next to me if I wanted a cup of tea. Because we're British, that's what we do, we drink tea. Yep. You didn't know what... Yeah, you didn't... Yeah. I agree. Memories of looking under, you know, the family car for a bomb that the IRA may have planted. Was... Well, I wouldn't call it a game. It was definitely serious, but... yeah. Been a while since I've been called young fella, thank you. Okay. I'm so far back from the white line. I'm used to it being a conventional. I'm in the left-hand lane, which I don't need to be in either. Anyway, it's a nice shiny long trail, look at that. Such a beauty. So peaceful. Not much traffic around. Oh, here's some traffic. I was reading a forum post that was saying how the way the SCS have implemented the whole rising of the truck, you know, as you pull off is not accurate, and I don't doubt that. I'm gonna go through it. Don't give me a fine, thank you. Yeah, it isn't accurate because I think they have the rotation around the center of the truck, but reality is I think it's the right side of the engine is where it would pivot on. which would make sense, I think. But either way, they added that effect, and they added the random road bumps, and it just adds a lot to the immersion. Yep, you're welcome, Jack. I enjoy building torque curves and fine-tuning them because, well, sometimes I want to drive automated and I want it to feel and look like I'm really controlling stuff. Oh wow, all over the place with my input. Hey, I'm almost there. Oh, look at that. I can't hop the fence. Okay. Wow, that was it was certainly a trip. I think it was about 1,300 miles. So I'm gonna guess what my fuel mileage has been then. So I'm gonna say it's maybe been 5.5. I have no real basis other than what I've seen before. I've not been trying to save fuel, but I've not been driving excessively either. I've got to stop here. These trucks are in this car. So I'm going to guess my mileage has been 5.5, which I don't know. I'm going to say heavy cargo. You know what? I'm going to go with 5. Which I think in context of what we've done here today is not bad going. So 2 night stops, two days on the road. Yeah. And in terms of time, we are going to be arriving, yeah, almost 3 hours early, which is great because if this were a real trip, we could take a break, maybe. We didn't crash. We went through a lot of pretty terrible weather, so yeah, I think this has been a good trip. And hey, if you've hung out with me, have a wonderful evening, Jack. Thank you. If you've hung out with me for the trip so far, thanks for staying. It's been a really selfish live stream. I just wanted to do a drive, and I've enjoyed it. Get back on that. Stop here. Get my windows down because hey, it's probably 95 degrees out there. Left up here, and then there's the drop off on the left here. Don't see. Oh yes, it does on the right. Oh, my brakes are a bit sensitive. Okay. No one here to greet me, but I got a stop sign. I'm going to switch the external view. Oh, that's a long tanker. Right, so if I start to turn in here, and then round about here, yeah, and let's turn in more aggressively. Full lock. Oh, that's a bit too full. I didn't really want to do that. Okay, that's a bad idea. That's not how you drive a tanker. Okay. Then again, I might have actually just pulled. I did. I managed to pull it off. I've got it straight, but that's not how you do it. That was a way too acute an angle. It's not going to be good. All right. Well, there we go. Let's bring it to a stop. Parking brake on. Let's put it into neutral. Let's turn off me flashy blinkers. Turn off the engine, and let's see how well we did. Drum roll, please, everyone. So 1,148 miles. I thought it was about 1,300, so I guess I was wrong. And 229.5 gallons. So that is 5 miles per gallon exactly. Did I say 5 or 5.5? I think I said 5. And if that's the case, I deserve a pat on the back from me to me for getting it spot on. We're really dead reckoning what that might be. Well, let's not dwell on that because, hey, I've been wrong plenty of times today as well as this one. Okay, well, I hope that everyone enjoyed it. I'm gonna bring the live stream to a close now. It is just gone 10 in my time zone, so I need my beauty sleep. If you know me, I most definitely need my beauty sleep. So thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight. Hope that you enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun. Got to do a nice long trip in my K100. So yeah, thanks ever so much. Hope to see you in the next one. Have a wonderful evening. Take care, everyone.